Hello, everybody. Happy Monday, first Monday of 2023. And here we are. We are here and we are doing it. So you know what the thing is too, how long does it take you guys to stop writing the year prior? Like it's going to take me, it takes me like a month and I'll write 2022 and everything, even though I know it's not right. It's just one of those things that happens. But we are also out of pretty much within reason, out of the holiday season. So that, hopefully we don't have any issues there. Hello, everybody. I was getting some weird pausing situation. I don't know what that was. Stop it, internets. I know it's Mercury retrograde, but let's not. So, what else is going on? StarCon's in a couple weeks. Excited about that. And oh my God, what is happening? Like, whoa, okay. We're getting major drama here. Like, this is what's going on. So I didn't realize, it's a weird mix of people off today and not off. Like, my son, Jason, went home back to Tennessee to go to school. He has school today. But then my other son has off. And now my son up here is off. It's very confusing. So I'm just hoping that I'm giving the internet a minute to get a hold of itself. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. It's very confusing because I don't know. And I'm even asking for our business. I said, Jay, are we open today? Or are we not open today? I don't know what's going on. What's happening? I thought the confusion's supposed to end after the holidays. And my hands are freezing. So I'm looking at my little sloth mug. So I'm just holding onto my mug here for a moment. Yeah, so it's very one of those, it's just, I don't know. I thought last year, morning Maya, I thought last week was the week of confusion, but I feel like it's just extending, so we need to stop that. Anywho, let's get to our readings. So, US Games, right before, last week, sent me a whole bunch of decks, a whole bunch. So we're going to play with some of those decks today. So I got the Pastoral Tarot. And, no, definitely. I know. We can. Oh, Maya, you missed it. When I first got on, my internet was, going bonkers. I don't know what was happening. So this is, Lynn created this, and she, actually works for US Games, and Lisa Hunt illustrated it. I'm going to do a walkthrough, over on Stardust Wanderer Tarot, today at some point. So I decided let's play with this. It's a really pretty deck. So we're going to get that out of there. It's a big box too. It's big. So we're trying to get all that there. Okay. And it's really interesting too with these because they are all sideways. So you don't read them this way. They go this way. So I'm going to try my best to navigate that. And then we have an Oracle deck. Love Who You Are by Angie Sullins with a nice Luna moth. Yeah, it's very just kind of it's a very easygoing deck just from what I've been playing with it a little bit. So it's very easygoing. I figured that would probably be a safe option for us at this point. I'm just going to take it easy here today. Nothing too crazy. So that is what we're going to do. Actually, do they both have... Oh, that's funny. So look at this. They both have butterflies on the back of them. How funny is that? I didn't do that on purpose. That just kind of happens. Hello. Happy New Year, Imaginary Restaurants. So glad to see you. All right. So we'll give things, actually, I was messing with this Pastoral Tarot, but I think I need to shuffle it a little bit better. Yeah, that's very interesting, actually, that I noticed that. I was like, wait a minute. And they both have 2 butterflies on them. So that's really interesting. I'll take it. All right. So we're going to just shuffle these up. Hi, Pam. And see what we see. Today I feel like there's so much going on today. I'm meeting with my artist for my Stardust deck a little bit later for our last batch of cards. Yes. We're here, finally. Hello, Happy New Year. Yeah, I know. It's exciting. I'm so excited. I can't just wait. So I talked to a printer, waiting on a quote. So it's go time, friends. It's go time. Yes, hello. I'm just trying to shuffle these up. But yeah, oh my gosh, finally. This deck has been a process. I'm gonna say from beginning to end, probably about almost 4 years, I would say. So it is time. It is time. All right, let's do this. Let's start. So today I'm going to, so long. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it in the end, right? I think I'm going to start right in the middle of the zodiac. We're going to just start right with Virgo today. That's what I'm feeling. Let's do it. See what the pasture says for us here. These are so cute. Okay. So, 8 of Swords. We got the 8 of Swords. This is interesting looking. So, Virgo, I feel that you still have some leftover stuff that you need to kind of untangle yourself from. Whether it's a situation, whether it's an emotion, whether it's, I know, sorry, you're last now, Amber. I do feel that there are just a couple little last entanglements that you need to really work on this week, get cleared up so that you can really move forward with a fresh, clean slate. Okay, Virgo? I know. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So now we're going to love who you are, Virgos. Let's see what we get for that. Honor your wisdom with the owl. I love that. So Virgos, I feel that you need to really just make sure you're tapping into your wisdom, tapping into your intuition when you're working on these situations. I feel like as I'm saying this, whatever pops in your head first is what it is. So pay attention to that. Tap into your intuition so that you can kind of, like I said, get out of these sticky situations, untangle it, get rid of it, release it, whatever you need to do. That's what you have to do, Virgos. So then that brings us to Scorpio. All right, Scorpios. We have the Page of Swords. All right. So Scorpio, what are you aiming for? What is your goal? If that's an idea, yeah, the owl will get you out of there. I feel like for you, Scorpio, it's also embracing those ideas that you might think are silly, that you might think that maybe are just not realistic. I feel like it's time for you to kind of give them attention and see where they can take you. Because although maybe it's not the idea itself, But as you're going along and as you're kind of like, if you follow this arrow, it may take you on a different direction that you didn't know you needed to go in. So I really think for you, Scorpio, is really following those hunches that you don't usually pay attention to. That's what I'm thinking. All right. And I love this. Look, get lost. So I really feel like with this, though, it's kind of like the whole, I'm talking about like those ideas that you may not want to give attention to, that you think that are not, viable. But, sometimes you just need to get lost in the idea. And I like that. That's what I'm going with. Like getting lost in the idea, Scorpio, because you never know what can happen. And I feel like it's really up to fate at this point for you. Kind of curious to see what would happen. So that brings us to Sagittarius. If you want me to pull a card for you, let me know. Put it in a little question bubble there next to your comment bar. All right, so that brings us to the Three of Cups, Sagittarius. I feel like you're not quite done with your gatherings. I do feel like right now, though, you want to get with those people who you can be real with, who you can just let loose, relax, have fun. You guys just are silly. I think that's your company this week, and those are the ones that you need to go ahead and get together with and take that time, because for you, Sag, that's just a different type of relaxing. Like some people having a gathering or getting together with a bunch of people isn't relaxing, but for you, Sag, you like that company. And I feel like if it's really just like your people, that it's really going to be beneficial for you for sure. So let me pull one of these and then I'll get to the question. Hello, everybody. All right. Practice curiosity. So maybe you and your friends need to go do something fun and different you've never done before. I like that card. We're going with it. We're going with it. All right, let's see what our questions. Let's do our questions. All right, Pam, let's see. What is the actions I should take from MM January launch for the highest and best for me? All righty. Let's see what we got here, Pam. I think here we have this. Hold on, let me put my questions down so I can see what I'm doing. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So I love that, actually. I feel like it's all about building your base and making sure that you have all the T's crossed, the I's dotted. Everything is exactly how you want it to do, how you want it to be. So I feel that, again, it's almost kind of related to the Virgo, but not in the barbed wire way. But again, it's tying up those loose ends. So I do think that's where it's at for you. Definitely. So I like that. That's solid. All right. So Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising in Scorpio. What should I focus on in January for Camora? I'm just going to call you Cam because apparently my pronunciation doesn't work right now. Let's see what you got. Focusing on January. Ooh, I think that's an interesting one. The Wheel of Fortune. So I think for you, it's about focusing on the opportunities that are going to be coming up for you. Not letting them pass you by. Even if it's something small, I think giving some attention to it and really seeing how it feels for you. Cam, yeah, I'm going to call you Cam. It's just this day. But I do really think that whatever little opportunities come up for you, give them attention. I think your first instinct may be to be like, that's nothing. I'm not going to pay attention to that. But you know what? Investigate it a little bit. See what happens. See where it takes you. It's like you're getting on this little merry-go-round of 2023. So it's time to check out everything. So don't let things pass them by. Give them attention. All right. That's what I got for you. Let's see. All right. I think we're good. All right. Where are we? Capricorn. In our Capricorn season. All right. Let's see what we got. Did you really? So I guess that's that, right? That's that. We know when that happens. The cards are like, all right, did you hear me? So, you're very welcome. Capricorn, we have the Death card. And what a time to get the Death card. And I actually I do like the Death card. Because January, you know, it is known for change, like we all are, whatever. And I feel like we don't want to put that pressure on ourselves, but also knowing that we can make change, and we can make change anytime we want. I think right now, just because everyone else is hyper focused on it, we tend to focus on it. You know, we're like, oh yeah, we have to do that too. But I think for you, Capricorn, it's really about being mindful of the process of change. It's not so much the change itself, but for you, it's more the process and being mindful of how that is unfolding. So there's that butterfly. Love who you are. So I think through this change, through this process, and being a part of being mindful through the process is also, you know, loving who you are and knowing who you are and standing in your own power as things are changing and accepting that. So yeah, Capricorn. So next we have Aquarius. What do we have for you, Aquarius? I am freezing right now. I feel like I say that every time, but I really am. My tea. Oh, I didn't read my little. Okay. So we get the Eight of Pentacles again. So for you, Aquarius, I think the Eight of Pentacles here is really calling you to focus on what work you want, like what you want completed. I am always cold. I know Pam knows I'm always cold, like always. Really just focusing on where you're going and where you want to be. And those little action steps that you need to take to get there, right? Because even like you see her stitching her quilt, and you know, the quilt will get done. It's going to take time, one stitch at a time. So I think in a way that's really, Aquarius, what it is. It's just, you know, things will get done, and it's just a slow build for you, you know? Hi, Jay. It's my husband. Whatever. I said I was cold. Now Pam's making fun of me again. Whatever. All right. So we have this get lost card again. I guess this card just really wants to come out and play. And I feel like though for you Aquarius, it's don't get lost in what you want the end result to be, and to really go ahead and pay attention to those little steps. Yeah, whatever. All right, I get it. I'm always cold. I get it. I just have to say it. That would be me. That would be me, okay? I will probably have a sweatshirt on. I can't help it. I can't help it. All right, Pisces. What we got for you? So we have the Six of Cups. I'm just looking. Six of Cups. Cute little dog. Yes, perfect. Perfect, yes. We had a house in Salem that we really, really wanted, and I don't know. It just like, it was just kind of weird, but we're still making sure, we're still trying. We're still trying. I do have a Snuggie, and it's got sloths on it, and Jay hates it so much. And when I'm wearing it, he's like, what is going on? Because it's like, I got a small, but they're like really big. Like I could probably fit another person in it, and it's so comfy. And I put it on, and she's like, what? It does, it has sloths on it. It's perfect. Whatever. It's so comfy. I can't help it. So, yeah, whatever, guys. I'll wear my Snuggie next time. I don't care. I'll do it. I have no shame about my sloth Snuggie, okay? Oh my God. All right, where are we? Pisces, 6 of Cups. Pisces, I feel like here you're the one that's going to be giving the advice. There's somebody that is going to kind of ask you for something this week, and but they're going to not ask you in a way that's like outright. It's going to be more, whatever. It's going to be more of like a very subtle, like, hey, what do you think of this? Make sure you take some time out to give them attention, because they really do want your advice, but they are afraid to ask for it. So just be on the lookout for that, Pisces. So definitely make sure that you, are paying attention to these little subtleties going on and in your conversations this week, because somebody really wants your guidance, but they don't want to fully ask you for it, like outright. So pay attention. Hello, eyelash fight. Yeah, right. No, I know. Sloth theme. I can't help I like them. I like sloths. Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, all right. Remember your crown queen. All right. I like that. So Pisces, I feel like that you know that you can really give some good solid advice. And this card is just reminding you that you need to do this. You need to really step into that queen role and give the advice give the advice needed and not second guess yourself. I want that big Krampus. It's from Spirit. If you guys haven't seen it, you should go Google. It's on Spirit Halloween, and it is a Krampus, and it's gorgeous, and I want it. I will get it. Shh, don't tell Jay, even though he's here. I'm gonna get it. I have Jack Skellington. He stays up a lot of the time, but that Krampus, I need him in my life. I need him. Definitely. Oh, and his costume is so... It could be vamp sloths. Yeah, vamp sloths. They would probably not be good vampires because they can't move very fast. So, I'm not really sure how that would work. Interesting concept, though. I need that. And, it's like sometimes the animatronics at Spirit, some of them are really kind of cheesy. They're like really... But this Krampus, it's so... nice. Like his costume, I mean, he's scary, of course, but his costume, his robes are really nice. So yeah, and we'll put a vampire sloth on his shoulder. I'll make one. Really fun fact though, when I do distance Reiki, my stand-in, like some people have like a Reiki, like a doll or whatever. Mine's a sloth. It's like he's like probably like this big, but he's got good, like his arms and legs are long, so it's good to do distance Reiki on. So if you ever get distance Reiki from me, it's through the sloth. So that's that. It's just what it is. Just so you know, FYI. So yeah, Jen's fun fact. I don't know. I just I don't even know where. I think did I buy him somewhere? I think I just saw him in a store and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be perfect. Because honestly, the Reiki dolls freak me out. They're a little bit creepy. Oh my God. I don't know. Like those dolls are creepy. Like they're creepy. And I have a thing, like creepy dolls. It's a thing. So I can't do Reiki with them because I just put the dolls in like a creepy realm. That's just me though. So anyway, Aries, let's move on. Aries, where are you? Help me out here. All right, Aries, we have the 8 of Wands. That's interesting. The little duck. So Aries, you know, things are moving, things are happening, and it's time for you to really pay attention to the actions that are happening and not let them pass, like not let it pass you by, but also when you step into the action, you have more control over it. So you want to just not be like hanging on the end of the wand, you know. I know a lot of 8s, right? Like you don't want to be hanging on the end of the wand like, whoa, I can't, you know, you want to be like in front of the wands. You want to be in front of the action. So it's really time for you to take charge of some of those things and not let it, you know, take charge of you. I know there's so many 8s today. All right. Become a wonder hunter. So I think that's fun. That kind of goes along with that in a way because, you know, you want to be the hunter, not the hunted. And in the sense of the action, you know, you don't want you don't want to get lost in the action. You want to be ahead of it. So Aries, spark up those fires. It's time. All right, Taurus. Let's see. So we have the Hierophant. Taurus, the Hierophant. For you, I really think it's about, you know, maybe this week it's about stepping or reorganizing your spiritual practice. Maybe you haven't, maybe with the holidays, with everything going on, you kind of lost touch with it, or you haven't really stuck to your schedule. I think, like if you have like a morning practice or an afternoon practice or just a practice, like get it done whenever you can. That's kind of how mine is. Like I like to say I want to do it in the morning, but it never really happens in the morning because we're talking about Jen's sloth mode in the morning. But as long as you get it done in the day, that's what I think. You know, we're just not all perfect 5 a.m. people. We're just not. It just doesn't happen. So I think for you, Taurus, though, it's also about reorganizing what your spiritual practice is. And if you don't have one, maybe it's time to start. And that could be so easy. It could really, if you just want to just sit quietly for 5 minutes and that's how you start, then that's how you start. Then that is your practice. If you're just going to sit at the traffic light and be really mindful of what's going on around you, like the birds, the trees, whatever, that's a practice too. So don't feel like that you have to have this 2-hour-long structured practice. You know, it could really just be as simple as also running your hands under some cool water and just really feeling that cool water, thinking about anything that you don't need is just being washed away. It's just one of those things, you know, and it really doesn't have to be, you know, at 5-6 a.m. for 3 hours, because that's like, for me, it can be right. Like, you know, like, yeah, 3 p.m. sometimes. It's really just whenever. It really just when I can get time to do it, that's when I do it. If I can do all of it, I do all of it. If I can't, then I can't. And that's it. And don't beat yourself up over it. So Taurus, that's kind of your focus and your pep talk. So that brings stand tall. Oh, I like that. So stand tall. Stand tall in your practice. Stand tall in how you want things to go and however that looks for you. Like, don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself, because sometimes when we decide that, you know, all right, I'm going to start doing this, you know, and that's where the like fault of New Year's resolutions are, right? Because you like build it all up and like, I have to do this, and it's stressful, and then you don't do it and you feel bad you feel bad about it. Like, don't do that, you know, just go with it. And for me too, that's even kind of like for the word of the year. Like, I get that, all right, like a general vibe, but maybe it's every month you need a word, or maybe it just comes to you as a, you know, comes and goes. Like, don't limit yourself to it, because as you go through your days, you're growing and changing. You're not the same person as you were yesterday. So why kind of stick yourself in that, you know? I'm very ranty today, aren't I? I'm just saying, it's, you know, and it's just that really because of all the things, like, I just, you know, you see all this stuff at the beginning of the year popping up and all that, and you're just, sometimes I'm like, no, don't stress yourself out with this. It's okay if you don't do it. It's okay. All right, where am I? Gemini. All right, Geminis. All right then. Let's see what we got. Oh, all right. We're going to just reshuffle that because I'm not even sure what happened. And then there were like 6 cards. And we're not reading 6 cards. This is Jen's technical difficulties today, for sure. All right. I thought I lost that card. Okay, I think I got it. That was a lot of business. Gemini, Ace of Wands. Again, it's at beginning, and I guess, you know, it is a beginning of the month. So this is a great card to get. And action, Wands, action. So Geminis, what actions are you taking this month? It's time to take some big action. And with the aces, like I always say, you know, it's that potential. It's that potential. There is that potential that, you know, potential is in the air for you, Gemini. And that's an exciting thing, but it's up to you to embrace it. It's up to you to take those action steps to make that come to fruition. So what action steps are you taking, Gemini? And I kind of know, like, my Gemini, Jay is my Gemini. He took some good action steps today. So that's very, works out. I like it. I accept that. So let's see. Create. Oh, you have hands up. Oh, koala bear. I like koala bears. Create intentional solitude. So as you are taking these big action steps, make sure too that you're also taking time for yourself and making sure that you take time to do what you want to do. So I think that's really what it comes down to. Like, you know, don't get so lost in it that you can't find your focus by stepping back and looking at the situation. Just very, you know, plain generally. I think that's going to help also too with those action steps. So there you go, Gemini. I know, that was a good one. That's right. Definitely. All right, let's see what we got here for Cancers. If anyone, we're getting towards the end, because I started in the middle. If you jumped on a little bit later, if you want me to pull a card for you, let me know. Put it in a little question bubble. All right, let's see what we got here. We have the King of Cups. King of Cups. All right, Cancer. So what steps are you going to take, Cancer, to harness your emotions, to really make sure that you are coming from a place that you know who you are, what you want, how you want it to happen, and that you're going to obviously use your emotion, but you're also going to really keep it in check too, and not run away with emotion, and really make sure that you're paying attention to everything going on around you and kind of taking stock and making notes. And I think for you, Cancers too, it's all about actions and not words. So I think that's something you really need to pay attention to this week, Cancer, because that's going to be really telling for you. And that's going to help you really kind of put everything where it needs to be. All right, let's see. Flaunt it. Flaunt it. All right. So Cancer, you know, you've done a lot of work, Cancer, and I feel like that you need to be proud of yourself, and don't be afraid to really be like, yeah, I know what I want, and that's okay. So that's that, Cancer. That's what we got for you. Now we have Leo. All right, Leos. Leo. These cards are they're very wide. They're like kind of wide. Like, look how wide they are. Like, I have a small hand. They're as big as my hand. So that's why I think I'm having, it's just some sort of side shuffle situation happening here. All right, Leos. I like, see, Amber, it's worth the wait. All right. that 10 of wands. Or no, cups. That would be cups, sorry. 10 of cups. So I feel that right now this week, it's really about the end goal. What is it that you want to happen? What do you want? Like, I feel like for you, visualization, embodying what you want your reality to look like is really important. You know, don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to put that out in the universe, and make sure you're doing that. And make sure you're really structuring your wants and needs in a positive way, as if all of it is already happening. Okay? You know, not like, oh, I hope this happens or I hope that happens. No, this is really exciting that this is happening for me and blah, 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 right? So it's all about how you structure your wording and keeping it in the future and positive realm. That's what you want to do. So, I mean, it can only help you, right? Why not? Why not? I like that, Leo. I like that for you. So we got grow belonging. Grow belonging. So knowing, I think, you know, I like this too, because I feel like for you, Leo, too, as you're stepping into your future self and to what it is that you really want, that's also going to like harness how you belong in that reality, that you do, you know, you do belong to it. It is yours if you decide to take it. So I think that's I like that. I think that goes along with that pretty well. All right. So if anyone else wants a card, now's the time, because we have finished all of our zodiac and all that good stuff. Playing around with our butterflies today. Lots of butterflies going on. So I will see you next week, Monday, same time. I was looking at my calendar, and my calendar, you know, I have a new desk calendar, so it's different. It's actually really cool, but it's like formatted just a tiny bit different than my other one. So I'm like still trying to like get used to it, but I'll be here next week, same time. I hope you have a great week ahead and all that good stuff. Yeah, we do have some subscriptions available, so head to the link in our bio if you want those. Some winter issues too. And yeah, have a great week, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me.